I said, man, it's whatever the real niggas say, right? We should be able to just press play according to that. The guy now is your boy, KAPP BELLACHECC. You know what I mean? Big Chief ain't I? You know what I mean? Cash Capo. I got a lot of names, crazy about the names, man. Some that know me in my latter years, man, they gonna say, hey, man, it's old Big D. And I come home from prison at one point in time, man, and I came with the name Cash Capo, man. I spelled it with a K for the Kentuckian me. That's a true story.
When was you locked up and how much time did you do?
That was the first stint, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a youngster. It's coming off at 96, Blitz, 97. You know what I'm saying? I actually went through some shit like boot camp, like that first incarceration shock treatment. That was some real shit, like the movie. I think the dude on my F's in it. It's called a First Time Felon. Hey, true story. I was the first person over 300 pounds to ever make it out that program. You know what I'm saying? And I was sentenced to 8 years back in. And long story long, I got through the program, man. And because I had come home and I was thinking, I had wrote this stuff down. I'm, I'm in my jail bid. I want to be a rapper. So this is, you know what I'm saying? This is 98. You know what I'm saying? So I'm writing my raps down, and I could hear the music in my head. I really could hear the music in my head, and but I wasn't that rhythmic. I wasn't, because I'm a big nigga, man. I ain't doing no dancing. You know what I'm saying? It's not me, right? So I had trouble staying on beat, and it was because the thoughts would come to me so fast, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But anyway, and I'm thinking like I'm blowing, right? But I'm like doing these million bars, I'm rapping. But the spirit of what we was doing then was so BG, was so Hoptown. It was so, you know what I'm saying? Box Chevy with the blades. It was so riding the leg with a do what I like a Chevy. Man, we was trendsetters, and that's I won't put that down, man. The nigga Q was a real trendsetter to our part, cause the boy said back then he was riding a lack, do it out like a Chevy, and we still arguing to this day which one of us had, you know what I'm saying, the lack actually do it out like a Chevy. But on to the question coming on, man. I come home, I wanted to start Street Made, man, so I got with the homie Grams, and I was telling them, boy, I'm like, man, it was crazy because we had this, this thing. It was crazy because it was supposed to be down and dirty. It was wild. Like I had this idea of this man, and one of the homies like, man, nah, dude looked like a robber, and it wasn't a characteristic that to fit what we was doing, which was getting money. You know what I'm saying? We get money. You know what I'm saying? We get money. And we get money together, so long story long, like I said, bam. Me and Grounds, man, we head to a studio, record a couple of joints. We on from there. Cause we jumped off then, and I had a If I Can, Will You. Back then, man, my homeboy J-Ro, man, was the hottest producer it was. So I remember like telling Grams, I'm like, hey homie, we gotta get J-Ro. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting together a team. I'm like, man, we gotta get J-Ro. So we go to J-Ro with dude, cause J-Ro is recording for this whole other dude. They doing, they little independent shit. Cause my homeboy Shorty Mac was the first person that really put a nigga on from the projects that I was from. Was like, hey, we really doing that shit. Cause Shorty Mac, shout out to Shorty Mac. You know what I'm saying? With that, I've been down for so long, I gotta get up on my feet. That was what, really inspired the dude to really do his thing. First project we put out, of course, was volume 1. We didn't know shit, but we was happy, and that was the and I want to say that was our crush groove. That was our heyday. That was my most inspired moment to do music because it was raw. We was, you know what I'm saying, leftover 4-day-old pizza, you know what I'm saying, up in the studio though that we remodeled. And we get into that. That'll be a little later in the interview that we took from nothing. Shout out to my nigga Charlie Grams, man. We took that bitch, plush that whole studio out, and betted ourselves the first young niggas in our area to put. Let's really reiterate that. The first young niggas in our area to bet on ourselves and put our money where our mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Because that dates back to niggas telling me, like, yo, yeah. I mean, I ain't really calling no names out because it ain't really that right now. Because the niggas like, I first started rapping, niggas like, man, I'm charging $1,500 a beat. I said, man, goddamn nigga think I'm buying a box Chevy, ain't
$1,500 a beat? Say the name,
Hey, the nigga, I'm going to say the name right here. Because, you know, so I don't really like doing it, but I remember, because it's crazy, because it was the nigga from St. Louis. It was Mondas and Chip. And they was like, but the Nappy Roots shit was going on, and they was kind of hot, because I remember William Beach and them, they had this song, I'm on my knees. That's real shit. And I'm giving, because I was at the joint, Beeson brought the crowd down. Nah, for real. Beeson come out that motherfucker like Rap Trash Van and hit that high note, bam, and killed them niggas. And then V came out, and I was like, damn. And then, you know, I was like, yo, that was some hot shit. See, that's the like player dude I am to give niggas, you know, shout out to William Beeson, man. Shout out to motherfucking William Beeson. You know, fuck it. But like I said, from there, we was on. So me and Grams put it down. I pulled up we had a club called the Hot Spot. At the time, man, we had a clothing store. Shout out to my nigga Cat, Abner's. My nigga, you know what I'm saying, a couple other homeboy money. You know what I'm saying, them had got together. You know what I'm saying, they had the club and shit. So I pulled up. I had recorded this joint called Low Down, Low. So we had the music and shit. So I pulled up, you know, I was able to get in there and play the music on the loudspeaker at the club. So we gambling. It's like, you know what I'm saying, we got, you know, this gambling at its finest, you know what I'm saying? We got old man Joe Trice, Chris. We got the table loaded, forget about it, right? You know what I'm saying? You got all the big gamblers in there. I play the music. So the homie like, yo, who that? So I'm like, that's me. And Grant like, man, for real? And I'm like, yeah, man. And I tell him about J. Rowe, because I told J. Rowe, hey, man, what if I buy you all the equipment that you ever wanted? Would you come with me? Because, man, J. Rowe was a producer for a whole another little dude and shit. But I just knew J. Rowe was the way, because he knew how to work the equipment. So me and Grams put 50-50, went down to Sam Ass, cashed out, remodeled the whole motherfucking, that one little shit that rap Nappy Roots, when they rap, faucets was leaking and roaches and shit. Man, nah, that shit, we was in that motherfucker plushed out air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? You know, doing it the street-made way, because I just wanted to clarify that. That's truth. That's truth, so I can stand on that. That, you know what I'm saying? We went in that motherfucker and put thousands down before we sold one motherfucking record. You know what I'm saying? We spending bands before we ain't recorded nothing. So, bam, we come down through there. Me and Graham cash out about $25,000, $25,000, whatever numbers. I don't know, some crazy numbers back in. We young, man. We 2021. It's a high cracker. You know what I'm saying? So we cash them bitches out, whatever. We off and running. You know, Street Made Volume 1 is up. We bumping. We was just happy to hear, you know what I'm saying, us, and put it out there. That's what that was.